But this is gonna go in really easily, and I'm okay with that. Good morning. Well, if you remember from a previous video, I went to a farm equipment auction and I purchased an auger. This morning, I think I'm gonna hook that up. I've got a green line post hole auger for a tractor. It's got a 3-point hitch. What I did is I took it and I stood it up. I watched some videos online about, doing your connections and all that and what the struggles or challenges were. And there are quite a bit. This is a pretty heavy piece of equipment. I mean, it's got a 9-inch bit on it, which is the auger thing here. And from the point at the end of the top of the auger bit, it's the auger part, it's, I don't know what you call those, flanges, something. It's 36 inches to there. Then it goes into the gearbox, which I have to make sure is filled with gearbox oil. It's 80W90 weight oil. And then it's got my PTO hook up here, and that stretches down to the end that'll connect to the tractor. Now it's used, so I'm taking my time with it. You can see that I stood it up and I basically took a strap and strapped it to a fence post that was already in the ground here. That's really well positioned. It's strong. It's not gonna shake out on me. And so I've got it strapped there just to get it up off the ground and get it vertical. I'm gonna pull the tractor around and then see if I can get myself set up so I can do my 3-point hitch. I think what I need first though is a clean workspace. Just can't surge in there with all that stuff going on. So I'm gonna clean this up and then I'll get ready to hook it up. All right, so I backed the tractor in, and so you can see I've got my 3-point hitch. This end piece will actually connect here. So I'm gonna have to remove, I'm gonna have to remove this and take my whole top hitch out, my center hitch. Remove that, and that's where that'll connect. And then these two side units will connect to these posts. Now that I look at it, I think I'm gonna have to, there's gonna be a lot of in and out of the tractor, back and moving forward, because I've never done this before. So this should be interesting. I think the first step has got to be to just make the equipment ready to receive. So that means I'm gonna have to take this out. I don't know if this is super wise to try and do this with one hand on the first try. All right, there it is. That came out very easily. But all right, so what's gonna happen now is I'm looking at it, I'm gonna just try dry fitting it a little bit here just to move things into position, swing the arm up, and see how close I am. I greased it. Oh, talk about your all-time backfires. But that's kind of lining up all right. Good news and bad news. Lined up all right, but this is a much bigger post. I need a different, yep. Well, that came to a halt a lot sooner than I thought it was gonna. Hey, but listen, everything is positioned. I'm gonna have to go to the store and buy another one of these that's, I think that's Cat 1, well, whatever that size is. It's that size there, but it's bigger on the end so it doesn't fall right through the hole on the tractor. Well, that's also a sign to me that I need to have some breakfast. Well, it's the next day. Got out to the store, ended up having to do a bunch of other stuff. Had weather come in, and then company came over. So I just got overcome by events. But I was able to get a new pin. This one should do the job. It's wider at the end. Plus it's got this, so it's not gonna, the ring, so it's not gonna go all the way through like the other one did. Yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, that went in pretty well. All right, I guess PTO would be next. But overall, it's on there. I want to check the crankcase and make sure that there's gear oil in here. And let's see if I can even get it open and see what the status is inside here. All right, try the other one. Gear oil, gear lubricant, 80W90. So it goes in the hole on top and you fill it until oil starts to leak out from the hole on the side. It's a good system. It's really simple, no gauges, no nothing. Just boop, it's either coming out or it's not. All right, took exactly a quart and it was right at the threads here and it was starting to threaten to come out, so I stopped. I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit and see if anything comes leaking out. In fairness, I don't really know what I'm looking for. All right, let's go find a place to drill a hole, just to give it a try. All right, I'm gonna drill a practice hole. I found a shady spot because, yeah, so there's a line vertically this way and then from the other side. So I'm gonna check that out. All right, that looks pretty good. As far as straight up and down from the other way, oh, shady spot comes with woods. As in terms of this way, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. It seems like there's a little bit of play with the 3-point hitch, so I got a feeling, I think the way you do it is you do your best with the hole to get it as straight as you can. And the hole is going to be bigger than your post anyway, so now you got a little bit of play to try and straighten out your post. I think that's probably the way that's going to work. All right, let me see if I can put a little bit of this in the ground and see what happens. Well, I made a hole. It's just weird. The geometry of it messes with my brain. I know because the pivot point's back here, it's going to pull things different ways. So now, you know, that's not even aligned over the hole. But if I, you know, start lowering the 3-point hitch, it's going to push everything that way as it lowers down. And that's a product of the hitch, this point, how high that is, and then back to which one of these holes the base portion is hooked up to. And then also which one of the 3 holes, I got a bottom, a mid, and a top line there attached to the tractor. So just geometry of it messes with my head. All right, now I put that down about 3 feet. I obviously had a lot of dirt fall back down in there on me. So I'm gonna have to pop it in and out, you know, down and up a few times to make sure I get all that dirt clear. Well, overall, I'd say that's a success. I mean, it works. I didn't hear any weird sounds. There's not like oil leaking from anywhere on this shaft, or the crankcase rather, the gearbox. PTO hookup went well. And, you know, this blade, which came from it, which I don't know too much about it other than it's 9 inches, that cut just fine. Or the shear pin is good, so everything was turning. That's what this is. There's a shear pin there, so if there's like I hit a stump or a rock or something underground, rather than messing up the tractor, boink, it snaps the shaft and then, or snaps the shear pin and then just lets the shaft spin without engaging. Overall, I feel good about it. So that's good. Now I know I can do it. And so as I get going, this will be the bit most likely that I'll use for putting in fence posts. It drilled right down and cut down. Now granted, it's Florida, so we have very sandy soil. So this is gonna go in really easily, and I'm okay with that. I'm pleased. I'm gonna declare victory. So good auction buy. I got a pole barn coming, a pole barn kit that I purchased. And I'll cover installing that because I'm gonna install that myself. Good times. So I got a lot of work to do, and that's probably gonna be coming in the next few weeks, and it's gonna take me that long to move stuff around over in the storage area there, move some of those sheds, empty stuff, and then have some truckloads of dirt brought in so that I can create a good level base for that pole barn. So it's gonna be a 60 by 40. And that's gonna be an adventure to build. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also a little scared about it, but hey, new experiences like that. So, all right, that's it for augering. See you later.